Hello everyone, welcome back to Innovative English Learning with Rashid Khan. You can also watch this video in Urdu from the playlist. Today we are going to talk about another part of speech, that is article. So in this video we'll talk about the uses and the types of article, definite, indefinite articles and their uses. Now what is an article? An article is a grammatical word. Remember that it is a grammatical word, not a lexical word, that is used before a noun, and it is normally placed before a noun. So that is the placement of article. What is the function? Either to generalize. So the function is to generalize the noun or specify the noun. Okay, so these are the functions of article, that it specifies or generalizes the noun coming after it. For example, I read a book last night. A book. I read a book. It's a general statement. The book was very interesting. Which book? The book that I read last night. So here we have the. There was a dog on the roadside. A dog. A general, like a dog, any dog. The dog was very hungry. Which dog? The dog on the roadside. Okay, so here we need the. Now we have two types here, types of article. Indefinite article, a or n. These articles generalize a noun coming after them. Remember that when we have a or n articles, the nouns coming after them are common or general. Definite article, the. Definite article specifies a noun coming after it. So remember, when we have the article and a noun comes after it, that noun is supposed to be particular. If it is common, it becomes particular. So it refers to a specific person, place or thing then. Now what are the uses of indefinite articles? A or n is used before a common, countable, singular noun starting with a consonant sound. Remember, a, where do we use a? Before common. The noun coming after it should be common, like boy. It should not be a particular proper noun. Countable, it is countable. Boy, boys, one boy, two boys. It should not be uncountable. Next, singular. It should not be more than one. A boys, we cannot say a boys. It should be a boy. And the next quality, the fourth quality, is starting with the consonant sound. So the first sound is consonant. A boy, b sound here. A teacher, t sound. A book, b sound. A table, a marker, etc. Where do we use n? N is used before a common, countable, singular noun starting with a vowel sound. Remember, we have these three qualities. They are similar in both of them. The fourth quality is that it starts with a vowel sound. Okay, for example, an apple, an eye, an elephant, an umbrella, an airplane. So in all these nouns, they are common. It is not a particular noun. Countable, apple is not uncountable. Singular, it is not apples. Okay, and starting with a vowel sound, so it starts with a sound, apple. Okay, I, a sound. So again, these are vowel sound. That is why we use n before them. Now there is a question that, for example, university starts with u, but even then we use a before university. We do not say an university, we say a university. So what's the problem here? Remember that here our focus should be on the sound rather than the letter. Although university starts with U is a vowel letter, but the sound is y sound, and y is a consonant sound. That is why we use a before university rather than n. Okay. Similarly, honest. Honest is starting with h. H is a consonant letter, but even then we use an honest man. Okay. Why? Because o is a vowel sound rather than a consonant sound. That is why we use n before honest. Now the uses of definite article, the. We say the when there is only one of something. So like there are many things, but when we mean one thing, so we use the. What is the longest river in the world? So there is only one longest river in the world. So we mean one. And there is longest. Longest is the superlative degree. So before superlative degree of adjective, we also use the. We went to the most expensive restaurant in town. So the most expensive, again, it is only one expensive restaurant in the town. There are many restaurants, but the most expensive is one. So that is why we use the here. The only television program she watches is the news. Again, the only program. Okay, so that is why we use the. We say the sea, the sky, the ground, the city, the country. So before the names of country, city, ground, sky, sea, these words we use the. Would you rather live in the city or in the country? Do not sit on the ground, it's wet, etc. Movies, theater, radio, television. We say the movies, the theater. We went to the movies last night. Do you often go to the theater? Note that when we say the theater, we do not necessarily mean one particular theater. So theater is here a general term. It is not a particular theater. So we use the. We usually say the radio. We often listen to the radio. I heard the news on the radio. But we usually say television without the. With television we do not use the, but with radio we use the. Meals. We do not normally use the with the names of meals. For example, what time is lunch? We had dinner in a restaurant. What did you have for breakfast? Anna invited me to dinner. Okay, so dinner, breakfast, dinner, lunch, etc. Before them we do not have article, but we say a meal. We had a meal in a restaurant. We also say a when there is an adjective before lunch or breakfast. So when we bring an adjective before lunch or breakfast, then we introduce a. Thank you, that was a very nice lunch. So nice is an adjective before lunch, that is why we use a here. That was very nice lunch. So without a it is inaccurate. Study these sentences. The rose is my favorite flower. The giraffe is the tallest of all animals. In these examples, the does not mean one particular thing. The rose, roses in general. The giraffe, giraffes in general. So we use the plus a singular countable noun in this way to talk about a type of plant or animals. Remember, when we talk about a class of animals or a type of plant, we use singular noun and we use the with that. For example, the rose. So here we are talking about all the roses, but the noun rose is singular here and it refers to all the flowers. The giraffe refers to all the animals. If I say the dog is a faithful pet, so again I'm talking about all the dogs, the entire community of the dogs, but I use only one singular noun with the. Okay. Note that you can also use a plural noun without the. Roses are my favorite flowers, but when we bring plural form we do not put the. We also use the plus a singular countable noun when we talk about a type of machine, an invention, etc. For example, when was the telephone invented? Telephone, it's a machine. The bicycle is an excellent means of transportation. Okay. We also use the for musical instruments. So for musical instruments we also bring the. Can you play the guitar? We cannot say can you play guitar. The piano is my favorite instrument. Okay, so the piano. The plus adjective. We use the with some adjectives without a noun. The meaning is always plural. For example, the rich. Now rich is an adjective and before that we use the, but rich here it refers to all the rich people in general. Do you think the rich should pay more taxes? The rich means all the rich people. We use the especially with these adjectives. The rich, the old, the blind, the sick, the disabled, the injured, the homeless, the unemployed, the dead, the deaf, the young, the poor, etc. The man over there is collecting money for the homeless, okay. These expressions are always plural. You cannot say a blind or an unemployed, okay. But if you talk about one person, we may say a blind person or an unemployed person, but when we talk about them generally, then we do not bring a or n, we use the. You have to say a blind man, an unemployed woman, okay. The plus nationality words. You can use the with some nationality adjectives when we mean the people of that country. So like when we name the people of that country and we use the name of that country, the French are famous for their food, the French people. The English are known for being polite, the English people. You can also use the in this way with these nationalities: the British, the Welsh, the Spanish, the Dutch, the Swiss, the French, the Irish, the English. You can also use the with nationality words ending in ese, the Japanese, the Chinese, etc. With other nationalities, you have to use a plural noun ending in s. So apart from these names, the rest of the nationality names, they are supposed to be pluralized. We add s with that, like the Russians, the Italians, the Arabs, the Germans, the Turks, etc. We do not use the before a noun when we mean something in general. I love flowers, not the flowers. Okay, flowers in general, not a particular group of flower. I'm afraid of dogs. It means all the dogs generally. Doctors are paid more than teachers. So here teachers and doctors, they are generally, we are talking about them generally. Crime is a problem in most big cities, not the crime. Crime is every type of crime. Okay, so that is why crime is without the. We say the when we mean something in particular. I like your garden. The flowers are beautiful. So here flowers, the flowers means the flowers in your garden, not all the flowers. Not flowers are. Okay, so the flowers in your garden, not flowers in general. When we bring flowers in general, we do not use the. Children learn a lot from playing. Children in general. But we took the children to the zoo. The children. Why? Because it refers to a particular group of children, not children in general. A particular group of children, perhaps the speaker's own children, etc. Salt is used to flavor food. Here salt is without the. It is a general name. But when we say, can you pass the salt, please? The salt on the table. So here this salt is referring to some specific salt on the table. I often listen to music. Music is general, so we do not use the. The movie wasn't very good, but I liked the music. Here the music, it means the music in the movie. So here it refers to a specific music. That is why we use the. Continents. We do not say the with the names of continents. Africa, not the Africa. Asia, not the Asia. Europe, not the Europe. South America. Countries and states. We do not usually say the with the names of countries and states. For example, France, not the France. Japan, not the Japan. Germany without the. Nigeria, Texas. But we say the with names that include words like republic, kingdom, or states. So when we have the names of different countries having republic, kingdom, or states in the name, so we use the. Like for example, the Dominican Republic, the Dominican Republic, the Republic of Ireland, the United States of America, the People's Republic of China, the United Kingdom, the United Arab Emirates. We also use the with plural names. When the name of a country is plural, we use the Netherlands, the Philippines, etc. Cities. We do not use the with the names of cities, towns, or villages. For example, Cairo, not the Cairo. New York, Madrid, Tokyo. So with the names of cities and towns or villages, we do not put the. There are some exceptional cases where we can put the. Islands. Island groups usually have plural names with the. When the names of those islands is plural, they are used with the. The Bahamas, the Canaries, the Canary Islands, the British Isles, the Virgin Islands. Individual islands usually have singular names without the, but when the island name is singular, we do not use the. Corfu, Sicily, Bermuda, Easter Island, etc. without the. Regions. We say the Middle East, the Far East, the north of France, the south of Spain, the west of Canada. But northern France, southern Spain, western Canada without the. Okay, so when we refer to a specific region, we use the, but when we refer to a direction, etc., so we do not put the. Mountains. Mountain ranges usually have plural names with the. So when the name of a mountain range is plural, we put the. The Rocky Mountains, the Rockies, the Andes, the Alps. But individual mountains usually have names without the. The Everest, Mount Fuji, Mount Etna, etc. Lakes. Lakes usually have names without the. Lake Superior, Lake Victoria, etc. Names of oceans, seas, rivers, canals have the. So with the name of seas, oceans, rivers, canals, we use the. Like the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, the Mediterranean Sea, the English Channel, the Nile, the Amazon, the Mississippi, the Rhine, the Suez Canal, the Panama Canal, etc. Okay, on maps the is not usually included in the name, so when the name is written on a map we do not put the. Place names with of usually have the. When there is the name of a place and it includes of, so we put the Bay of Naples, the United States of America, the Sea of Japan, the Gulf of Mexico. We do not normally use the with names of streets, roads, avenues, boulevards, squares, etc. Bloor Street, Fifth Avenue, Piccadilly Circus, Wilshire Boulevards, Broadway, Red Square, etc. Many names, for example, of airports or universities are 2 or 3 words. Kennedy Airport, Boston University. The first word is usually the name of a person, like Kennedy, or a place, Boston. So with such names, we do not usually say the with names like this. Pearson International Airport, Buckingham Palace, Hyde Park, or Penn Station. But we say the White House, the Royal Palace, because white and royal are not names. Okay, so when the name of those places, they are not the names of persons or people or places, so we put the. If they are the names of people or places like Kennedy or Boston, so we do not put the. We usually say the before the names of these places when we have the names of hotels, restaurants, theaters, movies theaters, museums, or galleries. So we put the Hilton Hotel, the Sheraton Hotel, the Bombay Restaurant, the Stage Delicatessen. Okay, buildings or monuments, the Empire State Building, the Washington Monument. But banks do not usually take the. With the names of banks we do not put the, like First Interstate Bank, Citibank, Lloyds Bank, etc. Many stores and restaurants are named after the people who started them. These names end in S or apostrophe S. We do not use the with these names. If the name of a restaurant or store it is named after someone and it ends with apostrophe S or S, we do not put the. Where did you buy that hat? At Mackey's, not the Mackey's. We are going to have lunch at Mama Leon's, not the Mama Leon's. So here the is not required. Churches are sometimes named after saints. St. John's Church, St. Patrick Cathedral, etc. So with the names of those churches we do not put the. We say the before the names of places, buildings, etc. with of. So if the name of a building or a place includes of, we put the. The Tower of London, the Museum of Modern Art, the Great Wall of China, the University of Southern California. Okay, there is a small activity. Fill in the blanks with or in or the where necessary. My father is a teacher. The hurricane which destroyed the islands was the most violent ever. Okay, so in all the 3 places we have the. What a great shoes, or what could be the correct article here? What a great shoes. Okay, we should take an umbrella. It's going to rain, I'm sure. So an umbrella. Okay, in the rest of the blanks you are supposed to put the accurate or required article in order to practice the structures. We have another postcard here, and again we are supposed to fill in the blanks with correct article. We are on holiday in London, so no need of the here because London is the name of a city. The weather is great for sightseeing, so here the is required. The sun's shining, the sun is shining. Okay, so I'm talking about the sun in London. Again, the weather in London, so that is why we use the. Fill the rest of the blanks yourself so that you practice the use of articles. Okay, thank you for watching this video. For more such videos on English grammar, keep watching Innovative English Learning and do share it with your friends. Thank you. Take care of yourself.